Peace and balance, Virgos, and welcome to your January 2021 reading. So this reading is going to be for all of my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Mercury's. So if your Virgo falls in any of this placement, then this reading is going to be for you. So I'm going to start off by doing your personal reading, and then I'm going to jump into your love and business reading. Sheesh. Damn. All right. You guys are going through a lot, aren't y'all? During this month of January. So my camera signal, my low battery. So I'm at the last sign for today. So it should be able to. Baby, you need to calm down. Click it once. So hopefully, it goes through this whole reading without dying. But yeah, so what I was saying was that you guys may be going through a lot during this month of January. You having to learn a lot of lesson, You know how like certain moments in the life, it's the time for us to learn the lessons and, study and all that. And then there's time for us to play and enjoy, time for us to work and, stuff like that. So right now you in this space of having to learn your lessons, but we have the Five of Cups, we have Death, the Hanged One, Ace of Swords, and Four of Swords. Cups can be full. All right, so yeah, cups can either be emptied or cups can be filled with something positive or negative, right? So you in this space of, you may have to let go of something, or something may be removed from you that you were not ready for. A change is came or is coming that you are not ready for, or you will not be ready for. And you in this space of, feeling a lost about something. Maybe some of you guys may have lost somebody in your life. Like somebody probably died, and you're going through some kind of emotional. I am getting like kind of emotional right now. So you guys may be really emotional about something, some kind of loss, maybe a job loss, or somebody actually physically dying, or somebody actually you breaking up with somebody, or you're just feeling a loss. And it's like, everything has its beginning and its ending, and nothing truly begins, nothing truly ends. Things just flow, things are just experienced. We experience the good, the bad, life and death, it's just continuous, right? So just knowing that even though something may have ceased to exist in your life, there's something else that's picking up. That's something else that's about to start. There's something else that you have that you may not be aware of because you're just too focused on this loss, And it's okay to grieve. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to cry, but don't get too invested into that feeling, to where as though you block yourself from experiencing new opportunities for yourself or new things, Take all the time you need to go through that emotional space that you're in. Hey, don't do that, Messiah. Don't do that.
Okay.
So take the time, and then, realize what you got, and continue to live on. Don't allow whatever you're going through right now to stop you from experiencing happiness, It may be hard, but you have to learn how to push through and move forward, We all do at some point in our lives. Some more than others, and then we have death, something being, you having to bring death into something, you having to let go of something, or something is being removed from yourself, from your life, and it's something that it's just unexpected. Like it just comes to you as a surprise. It just happens, you know, like without you being prepared or aware, and now you have to deal with it, you know. But for some of you guys, it may be a positive change, or it might be maybe a positive death, you know. You letting go of something that allows you to now welcome in something much better, you know. Or you actually, you know, letting go of something that brings you more pain, you know. Maybe if it's somebody, you lost somebody that was good to you, and now, or somebody decided to end things with you, and now you're in this space of just not being happy. You know, maybe you did something and you pushed them away or whatever, but something is being removed from you unexpectedly, you know. And we have the Hanged One. The Hanged One is like you putting yourself in a certain position where you're restricting yourself from something, you know. You're restricting yourself from something. You put yourself there, you know, nobody else did. You made the choices, you know, and you reacted the way you reacted that put you where you at, you know. You don't have to be restricted. You don't have to be in that space. You don't have to be still, but you're choosing to, you know. But you being in that space, you're reaching a lot of, like I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, you being in that space, you're reaching your enlightenment. No, baby, the other way, please. Thank you. You being in that space, you're reaching enlightenment. You're becoming more aware of something, maybe of yourself, or certain things about you that you weren't aware of before. And you know, that's all I'm getting. You know, you put yourself in a certain space, and now you put yourself in a certain space that, you know, you have the capability of removing yourself from it or not, but you're choosing not to. And by you staying in that space, you're gaining more enlightenment and awareness about certain things, you know, about yourself or in general. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Baby, the other way, please. The Ace of Swords. With the Ace of... Baby, be careful. With the Ace of Swords, I'm getting you making a move without showing your hand, you know. You're making some kind of move without showing your hand. Maybe like you may involve yourself in something and you're not investing all of yourself into it, you know. But what you're investing is something that's playing as like a protection. It's like you're protecting yourself from something, you know. You're not trying to show your everything about you. Basically being vulnerable. And you being in your thoughts too much. You're thinking a lot, you know. You're thinking a lot. And those thoughts are what is like blocking you. It's like keeping you from seeing what's around you, you know. Keeping you from seeing the sun, you know. So you need to like, you know, not think too much, not overthink things too much. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you know, allowing yourself to be seen as you are, and not putting up a shield, not just always ready to fight or, you know, to protect yourself, you know, without allowing things to actually go somewhere. You know, you being your own way. And then with the Four of Swords, baby. With the Four of Swords, I'm getting frustration too. Frustration, maybe dealing with some frustration. Maybe certain things are not going the way you want, or you may be thinking things too much, you know. But I'm getting like you put yourself there. It's like you maybe build some kind of connection, or you started something and you just gave up on it, and now you're frustrated, you know. And it's like you have to be willing to push through, and you know, push through with that thing in order for it to work. You can't just go halfway with something, you know. You can't just go, I'm getting that halfway with something, you know. You're not being fully yourself. You're not you know, like putting as much work into something and you're just frustrated and you're complaining. You in this negative space, I'm getting like, you just, you know you have to do something, but you don't want to do it, but you're complaining about why it's not working out. You know, just playing the blame game or the pity party on yourself when you're not doing much, you know? And you're just frustrated. And you're just frustrated and it's kind of like confusing as hell. Like you have no right to be frustrated because you're not doing much. It's like you're getting the opportunities, but you keep ruining those opportunities for yourself. And then you're complaining about why exactly it is that it got ruined when you're the reason why it got ruined in the first place. That overthinking, man. You're just overthinking something too much. And you need to relax. You need to calm your mind, okay? Meditate or something, you know? Like, do something that you love that will take your mind off whatever it is that you're overthinking. But that's it for your personal reading. I'm going to jump into your love reading. I'm almost done. Okay, we got the eight discs, King of Cups, and the High Priestess. So when it comes to your love matter, love. Okay, so first of all, with this one right here, you have to put a lot of time into developing your creativity, tapping into your creative side, okay? You know, like, you probably in this space of like you focusing on other stuff that has no substance is really not helping you at all. You're just wasting your time, right? And you may be in this space of like, you may be the type of person that feel as though, for some of you, not all of you, some of you may be the type of person that feel as though like, oh, maybe you were probably raised a certain way, or you probably felt like you had to, you know, you had a lot on your shoulder, or you had a lot of responsibility from a young age growing up. Maybe you feel like you have a lot of responsibilities, or you feel as though like you had to be this tough person all your life, or this strong person, you know, all your life, that it became hard for you to connect with other people on an emotional level, or even tap into your creative or your childlike self. For some of you guys, you know, or your creative self. Maybe people, you probably had a lot of tough people around you that wanted you to be tough, you know. Maybe people that dismiss your creative side. Maybe you wanted to do something and, you know, you were forced to do something else beside what you wanted to do. So you grew up into this bitter, kind of cold person that has no play, you know. And you're just tough on yourself, hard on yourself for no reason. And you're being called to putting a lot of time into developing that beautiful aspect of you that you lost as a child, you know. Tapping into your creative side more, not being this cold person all the time or this tough person all the time. You don't have to be tough all the time, man. You really don't. It's like you're trying to prove yourself something, or you're trying to prove others something, and it's like you can't just keep doing that to yourself. You're hurting yourself more than you're helping yourself. If you keep this up, you're gonna end up growing like one of those people that die alone and be alone somewhere, never really being fulfilled, or never really being satisfied, you know, because you never got to satisfy your own self or your own needs as far as your creativity and what you really wanted to do, or maybe what you wanted to express, you know. So you're being called to put a lot of time into developing your creative side, tapping into your childlike self more, being in that hermit mode to focus more on your creativity, you know, and being more patient with yourself when it comes to that, you know, or when it comes to love, being patient with yourself, you know, being patient with others, you know, not wanting to speed up things too much. Like you meet somebody and you immediately want them to just, oh my God, baby, please. You meeting somebody and you immediately wanting things to go a certain way, you know, and you're not giving it time to go as it should. You know, things take time. And you may be in this impatient space where you don't want to wait. It's like you meet one person and immediately you get bored, and then you jump into somebody else, you immediately get bored. And you know, it's like, all right, so it's like, you know, like you keep meeting and jumping into relationship with people that you know you shouldn't be with, you know you shouldn't entertain, but you just in this fuck it energy, and you keep wondering why. It's like you keep having this pity party for you, or feeling like, oh, you've been through this or you've been through that, you know. So now you want to do the same thing those other people did to you to other people. And it's like, as long as hurt people keep hurting people, hurt people gonna keep hurting people, you know. And you have to be the one to change that cycle. You know, you have to be that hurt person to actually not want to hurt other people in order for somebody else not to hurt other, like, you know, to play as an example, to know that we can move from certain situations that we've been in, you know, and that not everybody's the same. Not everybody's going to hurt you. Not everybody's going to treat you the way that you were treated before, you know, and you're not using excuses, you know, to act negatively towards somebody that does not deserve you acting negative towards them. You know, or allowing other people, you know, what other people did to you to now give somebody a chance that may have been good to you, that would have showed you different, you know, something different, you know, but you went your own way, you know, you didn't get what you wanted, so you decided to give up and not get anything at all, you know, or feel as though you're not deserving. But it's like, you can't just go based on one experience or one thing that did not work out, or two things that did not work out. Like, it's, I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's your choice either way. You know, we all have choices, but just know, like, you have the choice to be happy and, you know, create that happiness for yourself. But you have to be in this allowance space, you know, and being patient, you know, not trying to rush things too much, but also not trying to slow things down by your own Messiah. Okay. And not trying to slow things too by your own fears, you know, or pushing things away, and then complaining on why exactly it is that you're alone, or why you're not experiencing what you want. Because you may get what you want, but, you know, you may see certain things that you don't like, and you using that as an excuse not to push through and making something work. But either way, you being in your own way, and you're being called to put time into, you know, developing more patience, tapping into your creative side, and, you know, just paint the experience that you want to, paint the things that you want to experience, you know. Be imaginative, be creative, you know. And then with the King of Cups, with the King of Cups, I'm getting you may be stuck in one space. You know, something is keeping you stuck in one space. You may be focused on what you have too much. I'm getting this cocky kind of energy, like that, you know, like, you know, it's one thing to see that, you know, somebody does not deserve you, than you looking at people like they are lesser than, you know. I don't know, maybe this type of person that, like, you get with somebody, or you talking to somebody, and then if they don't give you what you want, now you look at them like, you know, like, all right, so yeah, something may be keeping you in one space, or you may be acting this space of like treating people like they or you may be treating people like they're lesser than because you're not getting what you want from them, or you not see this person as they bad because you're not getting something from them, whatever it may be. But I'm getting this really cocky energy, like people that are somebody that is full of it, full of themselves, and that's that same attitude that's keeping them where they at, you know, thinking that the things that they have is what make them, you know. That is not true at all. What makes you is who you are internally, who you are as a person. You have a good heart or not. Are your intention pure and good or not? You know, not what you have or this persona that you're putting out. You know, that's not what makes you. And then for some of you guys, is something is keeping you, something is not allowing you to fully experience what you want to experience. Maybe you have parents around you that it's constantly like, you know, it's like you want to do something, they tell you no, you can't do that, you have to do this instead, you have to stay here instead, you can't go there, you can't do that, all constantly trying to control you in your every move. And it's like, you know, and you actually doing that, and you staying there because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you don't want to piss them off or whatever. And it's like, for how long are you going to do that, you know? Or you're trying to do that to somebody else. You trying to control, oh my gosh, you're trying to control somebody else, baby, okay? Or you trying to control, or you're trying to control somebody else, you know? Or you're trying to keep somebody somewhere where you want them to be, like, and that's not love, man. You can't keep somebody where you want them to be, you know, just for your own desires or your own needs, you know. It's just kind of like selfish energy, you know. You can't be selfish when it comes to love. Love is easy flowing. Love is acceptance. Love is free. Love is abundance. Love is easygoing. Like, love is not stagnant. It can be stagnant if we make it to be, but you have to learn how to not control things, you know, not always feeling this place of being controlling, you know, and just allowing things to be, man, and speaking your truth and not allow anybody to keep you in a certain space, you know, that you don't want to be in. And then with the High Priestess, we have you having to bring balance, you know, in your life in order for you to move forward in any kind of love, really, in any kind of relationship, you know, because you're very much imbalanced, you know. Maybe certain things that happened to you in the past, you're allowing them to affect you now, and you're lying to yourself, telling yourself that it's not the case, you know, when it's very much the case. You maybe don't want it to be the case, but you don't just tell yourself, oh, it's not the case, just because you don't want it to be the case, when it's still affecting you, you know. You have to deal with it, you know, heal it, let go of it, see the positivity behind what happened, you know. Don't focus too much on the negativity, you know. See what you did, what action you took in order for that to take place, you know. What did you do? Because a lot of us, certain things happen in a relationship, and we tend to focus too much on what the other person did and forget about what we did. What didn't we do? You know, what did we entertain? What did we prolong? You know, what part did we play into making something happen? You know, so you have to be honest with yourself and create some kind of balance before you jump into anything with somebody else, because you're going to bring that imbalance in that relationship and it's not going to work. Okay, so again, like when it comes to your love life, create some kind of balance. All right, my phone is on 10%, but I'm almost done. So yeah, that's that for your love reading. I'm gonna jump into your business reading. Okay, business reading. We have the Five of Swords, the Two Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hanged One. Okay. With the Five of Swords. Business, huh? So with the Five of Swords, it's like you did something to where you just keep pushing people away because you feel as though you have to win, you know? Or you have to have the last word, the last say, always being right. And you're pushing people away. And it's like, why are you always trying to fight? You know, why are you always trying to fight? You always feel like, hey, no. Why you feel like you have to fight just to get something? Why you feel like you have to go to war just to get something, you know? Go your way, just so you can have some kind of fulfillment. Before you have to walk all over other people, like that's not right. Like you have to learn teamwork. Okay, you have to learn how to connect. That's what I'm getting. It's like heavy on that. You have to learn how to connect. You don't know how to connect. You know how to give. You know how to use. You don't know how to connect though. You know. You may give because you feel as though you have, not even feel, you think you have to give, you know, and you just give. But you don't give because, oh, I love this person. I care about this person so much. Oh, I just want them to be so happy. So I'm going to give them this, you know. It's more so give, you know. There's no connection, you know. It's heavy on that. Really heavy on that. Like, you learning how to connect, man. Like, you can't just keep feeling like you have to be on top of something, or you always have to win, you know, always have to be right. Like, be wrong for a change, you know, be wrong for a change. Like, seriously, man. But hey, you're pushing people away by your actions, okay? And then we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is, you know, celebration, right? A union, coming together with somebody. So you're learning to come together with somebody and actually giving somebody a chance, you know, and filling each other cups, drinking from each other cups, you know, giving to each other. You in this space of exchange. They're about to exchange their cups, you know, getting to know this person. Baby, please. Hi. Getting to know this person and, you know, investing into each other, or, you know, you're getting a new business partner, you know, that you can trust. Or you being giving and you're receiving because you're being giving of something. Maybe you're being of service to others and you're receiving because of that. And there's this sign of the hospital. Maybe some of you guys work in the hospital. Maybe some of you guys have a Leo placement or are dealing with a Leo. Somebody that has a Leo in the chart. Or somebody that works in the hospital. Or you may work in the hospital. Or you may be going to the hospital. Or, you know, you've been to the hospital. Whatever it may be that has to do with the hospital. You know, or health. You're focusing on your health. Or you having a business that has to do with health. You know. But something rising on top, you know, something that brings about freedom and strength. Maybe you need to experience more freedom in your business, having more strength, you know, to deal with your responsibilities. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody focused on the finances and allowing the finances to be the driving force. So you're allowing the things that you have to move you further, you know, the things that you have is helping you move further, you know, in life. Or you may be focused on your finances, right? But you support it. Or it's supporting you, you know, your finances are supporting you, but you support it in general, you know, and you're moving forward. You're doing a lot of communication. Maybe you're a motivational speaker, you do some kind of speaking, you know, and that's bringing you wealth, right? Or you really in your passion. you're sitting on your passion. So yeah, that's that. And then we have the Hanged One. The Hanged One is, you know, again, you reaching a lot alignment about something, you gaining a lot of ideas, and you communicating your passion, you're communicating your ideas, you know, you in this trusting space, you are in this calm state. You know, maybe you're trusting more on whatever it is, whatever idea that you have, and knowing that it's gonna succeed and it's gonna move further, and you're just trusting more, you know, being balanced, and just being supported. You're not gonna fall, okay? Because you even staying still. You know, you're not allowing any distraction. You're not allowing anything to tempt you. It's like, even though you have a lot of things around you that distract you, you put yourself in a certain space to where though you don't allow it to distract you or take you out of, or you restricted yourself so that you don't make the wrong choice or wrong mistakes. So you're able to, like, you know, take a hold of yourself, if that makes sense. Like, you able to not be too tempted by things, you know. So you're strong, you're mentally strong, so that's good. Or you're gaining a lot of mental strength during this month of January. So that's that for your reading, okay? Thank you so much for being in my space and allowing me to bring this message forth to you, and I hope you gain something. Until next time, peace and balance always. Bye bye.